There, ladies and gentlemen, today I bring you a dedicated medieval farm building. Today we're going to be doing basically some building. We're not going out to quest, hunt and kill, we're going to be sat at home building something. Now, I've got a nice big flat ground here, and that's exactly where I want to build this building. Now, before we begin, I have an oak chest behind me which we're going to be using to vicinity build. Here is all the items that I'm going to be using. These are not exact amounts. So, these are just the items that I'm going to be using for crafting specific parts of this building. Anyway, let's begin, shall we? So, I'm going to start off with square foundations, and I'm going to build it a little bit inwards here. So we're going to start off with a 2x3. There's our 2x3. I'm then going to do a subtle little one like that, and then we're going to do another 2x3. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move it back one. And then we're going to do another 2x3. What we're going to do is we're going to nuke that bit. So you have a 2x3 on the left, a 2x3 on the right, and you've got a small gap between them with a little area right here. This is where we're going to be putting a little kind of walkway. Alright? In fact, let's add in another level. So we're going to do a 2x3 on the left and a 2x4 on the right. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with this building right here. Now, this building isn't actually going to be comprised of mostly foundations. This is actually going to be comprised of a lot of beams. So we're going to take away the front bit right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab some walls. At the back, fill it up like this. So you've got something like that. Next, you want to go into your beams and you want to create a shallow cross beam like that. And then one or two right there. Just like that. Just like this. This is exactly what you need. Now, go into the big thick bits of wood. Start placing them down like this. If it's kind of hovering off the bottom, use control and scroll backwards, and you'll be able to actually fit in that little space right there. So that is exactly what we want. This is exactly what we want. Just like that. Now what we're going to do, go back in, get the shallow one, and we're going to do the edges now. Just like that. Just like that. Don't forget about the top bits. Oh, we've got thick pillars and square tiles now. Excellent. That's exactly what I would love to see. Right. Now that you've got these points kind of sorted out, now we go in here and put two bits down like so. Alright. Next parts, go to your walls, and you want these, so look at all the materials that you need for these. And do that. Now what you can do is you can put them on the outside as well. Just like that. If you want to use the kind of the cheapo ones, put them on the underside. Put them on the underside like that, so it kind of fills the gap. And then on the other side as well. And this side too. Go back to your not so cheapo ones. There we are. So this point is your storehouse. This is going to be the storehouse. Next part, we're going to need the Eye of Oculus. So let's pop out the Eye of Oculus. Let's go to roofs, scroll down, and we want the 30-degree roof. We want to just put a nice set of 2x3 like that. Now, bonus for you guys could be a little offhang like this, which is what I'm going to do right now. Adds a little bit more little bit more pizzazz to your building. Adds a little bit more authenticity to it. Right, we need to aim right there and aim right there. Now you're only going to do that to one side, because this side we're going to fill with something else. Whilst you're in the Eye of Oculus as well, go back to your walls. You want to grab these sections, fill in that little top section right there, and the other side. Make sure you're touching that. And then let's drop out of it. There we go. You have your little storehouse, or where you would usually keep farm animals, something like that. Next part, this bit's going to be where we build the actual building. So this is for cattle, this is for your chickens and stuff like that. I don't know if you can actually get chickens and stuff like that in the game, but this part, we need to do this bit first. So let's start with this area first. Now we're actually just going to wall this in. Just like that. And then this next part, we are going to use these plaster walls. And again, we're just going to fill it in. Just like that. So you should have one layer of a 2x1 of mostly wood, and then the other 2x3 all plaster walls. Next part, what we're going to do is we're going to go and get ourselves a set of steps. So let's grab ourselves a set of steps. Now you can do the 45 degree or you can do the 30 degree, it's up to yourself, just depends how far you want this to come out. I'm going to do the nice oak logs. Make sure you get this on the right position. There we are. Just like that. And up we go. Now we want to go to floors, so we want a wooden floor here. And then, around this, what we want to do is we actually want to place a whole bunch of fencing. Just like that. So now you should have something along the lines of this. But what you can do, and I've actually managed to get this to work quite well. Use the small beams and create yourself a banister going all the way to the top. Just like that. And then what you want to do is you want to get your 45 degree thin ones. Start from the top. It's easier if you start from the top than rather than the bottom. And then you want to go for the 45 degree thin. There we go. I suppose we could, Oh, it nearly did it. It nearly did it. See, I want it to... Yes, there we go. That's what I want. There you go. You've now got a banister going all the way up. Bonus points for you guys if you want to do something along the lines of this. So if you aim at that point right there, and that point right there, it creates a wee bit more of a support structure. So this is where you go up, and this is going to be your living quarters here now. So what we're going to do is we're going to place down some lovely square tiles, but we're going to do it with oak. This is going to be the living quarters for this building. So, what we're going to do is we're going to use mostly thatch, okay? You can use the stone. It's probably better that you do it probably this way. There we go. That's probably a better look. This will most likely be a better look for you. So you've got your wooden, you've got your kind of wooden kind of outcrop here for your farm animals, and then you've got your nice stone placed building to start with. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly sleep and come back to you in just a moment here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it is again raining, but that's okay. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to get the plaster walls out. So we're going to do a window first. Window, window, and we're just going to fill this entire area full of plaster walls. Going to give it a plaster door. And the roof sections, we're going to use the Eye of Oculus for this. So let's get the Eye of Oculus out for this. Let's go to roof sections, and what we're going to use is I'm going to use the 60-degree roof here. So we're going to do that, that. Just so it looks like this. Now to complete obviously the top bit, I'm also going to use the oak sections, but now I'm going to use the medium. Maybe not, maybe not. Shall we use the... This is probably a better one to use. And now, what we can do is we can fill in the rest of the walls. So what you want to do is you want to do one square wall here. One square wall here. And you want to do little small bits here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go quickly to here. Okay, that's not gonna play ball. This'll play ball. There we are. That's better. I'm going to use the basic wood for this part then. Up like that. And do we have any tall... Oh, we've got tall skinny ones. Excellent. Tall skinny one, tall skinny one. In fact, what we can do is we can actually get away with this, maybe. Oh no, we can't, we can't. We've not got enough materials for it. That actually doesn't look bad at all. That does not look bad at all. That looks really, really good. Okay. Back into the Eye of Oculus yet again. We're going to do it to the other side. So we're going to grab these little bits. You can change the snapping for this game, by the way. You can just press Y. There we are. And then... just like that. Just like that. Oh! Oh, we might actually be able to get away with this. Oh, we can. Ladies and gentlemen, I am silly. I am a silly boy. There we go. Drop out of the Eye of Oculus just to pick up the rest of the materials that are on the ground. There we are. Excellent. Excellent. You can see it's starting to come together, aren't you? And if we go up and we go back into the Eye of Oculus yet again, can we make it out of full? We can. We can. Back out of the Eye of Oculus. Do a little double jump here. There we are. There we go. That's looking really, really good now. That's looking really good. Last things that we need to kind of do to this is just kind of add some offhangs. So if we scroll down on the roof sections, we want lots of oak logs for this to be kind of finalised. Because what I want to do is I want to have the offhang like right out instead of it just being the walls that are kind of holding it together. Whilst we're here though, do we have enough in terms of weeds? We do. What we can do now is we can actually do this side now. There we go. That's looking really, really good now. That's looking really, really good. This is looking pretty damn good if I say so myself. We're not done here though. A lot of this is still unfinished. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab a couple of oak logs. That one up there might do. And I'll be back in just a moment. Alright ladies and gentlemen, after a little bit of cutting down of oak trees, let's get the remaining part of this roof completed. So back into the Eye of Oculus we go, and we want these little sections right here. Now this is going to take a minute. You just need to be a little bit patient with it, because at times it can be an absolute pain in the neck. Right. Now we head into these sections. That's the wrong section. That's the right section. There we go. Now we have that kind of hanging effect. Let's go grab these steep ones. There they are right there. Easiest way to kind of do this is just make sure you're aiming at the underside of it like that. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. Now, this next part involves stone walls. Now I'm hoping I've got enough of them. So with the medium-sized walls... Ooh, I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, cool. That's fine. Okay, with these medium-sized walls, what you want to do... Oh, that's even better actually. So you want to bring it out. 1, 2, 3, 4... Need to put it back one. I can even put it back one. There we go. That's exactly what I want. And then what I want to do is I want to square it off here. And then bring it all the way over here. And in line with this part right here, I want to remove that one and that one. Hopefully I've got enough materials for this. Right, now what we have to do is we need to start moving it in again. So yeah, again, following it round in that nice big circle. I'm really hoping that that thing doesn't interrupt this. There we go. Oh, game's lagging a little bit. There we go. Okay, that's in line, that's perfect. All the way round like this, and then square it off here. Now you will have a little gap right here, don't worry about that. Don't worry about it at all. Okay. Perfect. Now we have the kind of outcrop. So all we need to do is build it one high. And yours should look like that. Very quaint looking, very interesting looking, a very cool looking little design. Now, the last things that we need to do is, of course, add a couple of doors. But unfortunately, this game doesn't allow you to just create those things. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the oak ones. And then we're going to scroll down. Oh, that's not what I want. We want it so it's actually... That might work. That might work. Perfect. Perfect. Not entirely perfect, but good enough. Do you know what I mean? Good enough. That's good enough. Oh. Archways. Archways. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. A farm building capable of holding lots of items. Your livestock, keeping livestock inside as well. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something with this. I need to do something with this. Hold on. I need to do something with this. Hold on. You know what? That's better. That looks a little bit better. Kind of. Sort of. Sort of. Yeah, that looks alright. Now, the next part is, of course, farming plots. And do I have enough for everything? I do have enough for everything. Excellent. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put a water collector on the ground here. Water collector here. Water collector here. We're going to put a barrel. Couple barrels. I'm going to put a composter. So everything looks neat and tidy. We could put some of that. We can put some of the decoration stuff in as well. I suppose I'll put it in. I've got enough materials for it. Put that there. Excellent. This is good. That's an indoor keg, so we're not going to do that. Planter boxes. Little shelves and stuff like that. Right. Now we have to sort out the farming plot. We now have our farm. We need the actual farm plots. And by the looks of it, my character needs a lot of food and water at the moment. It's also coming up to night time, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go to bed. I'll see you in the morning. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is the morning. The farm building is ready, it is built, it is situated. Now we build the plots. Let's build our plots. So what I like to do is I like to do them side by side. So we're going to start off with the ash ones. I'm going to start with one right here. One right here. We're going to do 5 of them in a row. And then the willow ones. You can see that this is going to be a bit of a problem. So what we could probably get away with is probably doing it over the wall. But I kind of want to work with the wall. In fact, let me just delete some of this stuff here. And let's see if we can do something interesting with these. We could start it from all the way back here, I think. Well, in fact, yeah, we'll raise the plots like that. That is because there is a chicken in the way. Chicken! Right, that works. And now we get the willow ones. Right, chicken, I need you to get out of the road. Thank you. Excellent. The farm plots are now built. Last thing to do is just build a little thing around them. A little kind of lining around them. I like to do this just to make sure that everything's kind of comprised. So around we go with the wooden foundations. And this might actually tie in quite well with this stone wall, this ruined stone wall. Because now what we can do is we can grab this bit and do that. And now we have a 3x5, but we have willow in the back, oak in the middle, and ash in the bottom, or at the front. You can't really do much when it comes to the farm plots. You could probably do something really interesting with them if you've got a lot of time. But unfortunately for me, well, I've got loads of time actually. What am I talking about? I'm going to go around it with the wattle fencing. Just to keep out the animals, do you know what I mean? Didn't mean to do that. I just want to keep out the chickens here. The chickens won't do anything to the crops. I wish they would add something to do with like maybe taking away some pests. Like using chickens to increase the growing of particular crops by taking away pests and stuff like that. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is our farm. We're already filled with rainwater as well. Last thing that we really need to do is just furnish inside here. Give it some lighting, give it some like extra things, extra bits and bobs. What we can probably do is just hit it with a couple of wall lamps. There we go. Farm building complete. Exterior walls completed. It looks very, very quaint. Now, one thing that you can do is you can take away this wall right here. And what you can do instead of having it like a filled in wall like that, make it into a doorway, into a double doorway. So let's go up here, let's go for a wooden one. Like that. Get a wooden set of doors. And you can make this a little storeroom. And to add a little bit of effect, Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if your boy has what it takes to be one of the cool builders. Roof section, and we want a little... Nope, not that one. Take that bit away. And that bit away. And there you go, you've got a little kind of... a little sheltered area, a little kind of... a wee in-crop. Let's see if we can do it with this. I think that's it. Oh, he's not wanting to do it. He's not wanting to do it. Oh well, that's fine. For the time being, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the farm building. Now, if you want to see what I used as an inspiration, all you have to do is go into Google and type in medieval farmhouse. I followed a little 3D model, a medieval dairy farm. You can find it on tabletop terrain, and you can see what I've been trying to kind of replicate. You can actually see it quite well in the model itself. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be my farm building. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you followed through and you made your own farm building, show me what you guys made. Show me what you guys made. Jump into my Discord and you'll be able to send me a message with what you have built. I'm just going to add some extra little bits right here just for aesthetic reasons. And I've ran out of material. What we'll do is we'll just delete this bit. What else can we use? We can use... what else can we use? What else can we use? I suppose we could use the wooden ones. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to send me a message of what you've built in this game, I would love to see it. I would love to see what you guys have built, what you guys have kind of engineered, what you've thought out. And if you did build this farm building using my little tutorial, thank you very much. Thank you very much. If it helped you out, let me know in the comments. If you've got your own rendition of it, jump into my Discord and show me what you built. Jump into my Discord and show me what you built, because this is probably one of the more interesting builds that I've done so far. I think I can do more of these. I could do every wall piece actually. That actually looks nice with the wood like that. The wooden pillars like that. That's actually really nice. I'm just going to do that all the way around. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed today's video, leave a thumbs up on the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Like I said, if you've got your own builds, your own renditions, jump into the Discord and let me know what you guys have been building. And definitely show me some pictures, because I'd love to see some pictures of the different builds that you guys have kind of put together. I think whilst I have time off camera, I'm going to have a little decoration party at this location and see what I can do with added decorations here. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to stick around for more Dragonwilds content, more Dragonwilds builds and stuff like that, consider subscribing, ring the little bell, don't forget to select all in the notifications so you're reminded of when we get another video posted out. And if you'd be so generous, ladies and gentlemen, to hit that join button, become a YouTube member, you'll get these videos early access before anybody else. You'll get your own member style videos, different from the early access ones. These are dedicated member videos just for you guys to watch and no one else. You also get benefits in the live stream and discounts on the merch store. So if any of that sounds cool to you, ladies and gentlemen, I would be most grateful if you could hit that YouTube join button, become a YouTube member today. Any new and existing members, thank you very much for joining up and thank you for your continued support on this channel. It means a lot. You have no idea. Anyway folks, next video we're going to be going out questing. Unless you want another build video, we could add another building to the settlement. Let me know in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If it helped, let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching today. As always, I've been Mr. Feudal. I'll see you all another time.